Welcome to the second part of my commentary, where I comment on the episode 2 of XMETAS. Let's see what I have to talk about this one. Introduction of Kitty. Oh my Kitty. Which is for that joke, hello nurse. Instead it's hello Kitty. Get it? Hello Kitty. Ha ha, I'm funny. A lot of cat themes in this episode, you just gotta pay attention to them. Anyway,
Why did you have to go and crush my hopes like that?
oh my Kitty. What do I do about Kitty? Writing her character was, honest to God, not that difficult. I mean, she's pretty much like this at the start of the series. I think she gets better. She's not as like, oh my God, but yeah, she's still pretty bad. And for the title sequence, oh my God, I can't believe I did this. I missed Kitty in that opening title sequence that I had before. I missed Kitty's part, and this is the episode about Kitty, and you introduce her. I can't believe I missed that. I suck. I fail at life. Oh my God, how could I have missed that? I think that's the point where I said I had to shorten it because I have to keep replacing it over and over again, going back and doing it again. Ugh. Anyway, back to Kitty. Yo, we just have so much fun with this one. It is just... Let's go to school, like Cha. She's just... It is so much fun to write for her because... Oh my God, it's just... And for this part with Professor X and the... whatever. Have you ever noticed that Professor X doesn't really come with everybody when they're recruiting new X-Men characters? That's probably because he spurts out things like this. In the original episode, he like goes to the family and says something like, what happened last night? How do you know what happened to my daughter last night? Like, you basically just admitted that you've been spying on your teenage daughter, and you try to kill Toe when trying to initiate him into the X-Men. No wonder he doesn't come with them. He sucks at this. Like, now do you understand why we never take you anywhere? It's just, yeah. Yeah, for Sabretooth and Wolverine. I just wanted to cut it down because it's just basically love fighting. Yeah, Wolverine's costume, I don't know if it's for copyright issues or not, but why didn't they just stick to the original yellow and blue? Otherwise, he really does, with the stripes and the orange and the black. He just looks like a tiger with bad ears in that costume. And who just, like, risked turning their motorbike off the freaking roof? Like, and that's a kind of a nice bike. I'm not into motorcycles. Oh, in the Canadian. Making Sabretooth Canadian. To be fair, I did not actually watch Naruto Abridged until... like recently, and I didn't know there was like already essentially a Canadian stereotype, and with SMA there's a Canadian stereotype. But here's the thing, Sabretooth technically is Canadian, and all of us are Canadian. We are allowed to mock ourselves, so I think that's justified for that. And Lance's mullet, yeah, instead of he's spray painting the lockers red. I'm painting the lockers red. My mullet's possessed and he's obsessed. I made the mullet sound like a mix between Dr. Insano and Bakura. Yeah, she's so stupid she thinks she's died, and that's how she's phased through lockers like, I'm a ghost, oh my God! If anybody wants to know why I decided to make his mullet possessed, is one of two reasons. Or two of whatever. Is because, A, that mullet looks like it just looks like a mullet to me, and that hairstyle is not normal, it's evil. And the other part of it is because it goes to Lance's character as a character, because he's a nice guy. Out of all the people in the Brotherhood, he's the one with the most... He actually has a conscience, and he's a nice guy. And yet, with the society and just his living place and whatever, he always goes to the bad side, and I just find that so sad about Lance, is because he's a really good guy, and he's even better with Kitty. He's a better person around Kitty. They make each other better. He tries to make Kitty a little smarter, and Lance is a better man for it. And this is the whole point of my issue with the mutants. Like, you shouldn't how do I put this into words? You shouldn't really be lashing out like this, because this just proves the over extreme's point by saying that mutants are evil and monsters. You're just, by lashing out like that, you're proving their point. But that's getting it to Magneto. But this point remains that I thought it would be like a representation of how Lance is constantly going to his evil side, or the side that always thinks that he should be acting like this and he's a thug. So I think that a representation of he's always cowering in fear for his mullet. And for the normal side of Lance, I wanted to do like a cowardly voice, like not in cowardly, not like a pizza delivery guy who's going through puberty. I wanted to just do a cowardly, meek voice. And that's for the reason for Lance. Oh, and the there can be only one thing. I wanted to make a Highlander reference because two seemingly immortal men fighting each other to the death in a parking lot just screamed to me Highlander. And I wanted to do a different thing where like they just start quoting Princes of the Universe and then Scott comes in. But again, timing and all that stuff. So I should have just erased that joke because now it just makes no sense and it's just out of place. I auditioned for cats, like Hello Kitty, cats, and Pussycat dolls, and name's Kitty, the 4 times cat themes. My parents are mutants who can see spirits too? Are you really that stupid, Kitty? And let's see what else. What else is there to talk about? What did I miss when I was too busy commenting on Lance's character? Yeah, poor Lance. He could have been a nice guy. He tried to be a nice guy in one of the episodes in season 2, and I'll get to that later. He tried to be a nice guy, but no, Scott had to be a fucking asshole to him. He tried to be a nice guy. He wanted to be with Kitty. He wanted to lose his virginity to Kitty, but that's another point. But Scott was being an asshole, and Lance's theme song, I would have thought like We Will Rock You would have been the obvious choice. It would have been too obvious, but I thought since I already used that song in episode 1, even though it was just a background music at a football game, and I just thought Shake It was going to be good because he shakes the world, get it? And I thought Pussycat Dolls would go well with Kitty because it's Pussycat Dolls. And when I grow up, it's just beady and like, oh my god, yeah. Jean, punch her in the face. Best line ever. I think Jean would be lying to say that she just secretly didn't enjoy doing it. And my brother just said that was a funny line. I didn't know it would convince her of that. I just wanted you to punch her in the face. Oh, for my thing, I should have... I don't know what the mullet was going to do with test answers to help him take over the world. I don't know what he was going to do with that. I don't think we want to know. It'll be better left a mystery. Yeah, what's the point of making him go to the school when he's just going to destroy your school there? Makes no sense. Like a brand new school so we can terrorize and destroy? Oh, hell to the yeah! I'm the one who plays the mullet, by the way. I do a voice editing thing, but yeah, I didn't mean to make him sound like a mix between Bakura and Dr. Insano. But I guess that's what I did. Oh, and now it's the end of the episode, and, yo, thank you for listening to me babble. Bye.